Hi guys, it's Ira. A few months ago, I uploaded my desk setup for 2020. With Philippines still being under quarantine and my job mostly being on a work from home basis, I decided to invest more in my desk setup. The first thing you will see is the massive desk. A lot of the comments from my previous video were asking where I got my desk. Unfortunately, I cannot give the specific name of where I got it since it is custom made. When our house was being constructed, I asked some of the construction workers to make a desk for me. Nevertheless, I will be putting links in the description for some custom furniture shops that can make desks that are similar to mine. The centerpiece of my desk setup are the two 27-inch monitors from Samsung. I find that the display and colors of the monitors are good enough for the work that I do. In order to free up some desk space, I decided to mount it on a dual monitor arm from Loop Alloy, which I installed on my desk using a grommet hole instead of the C-clamp option, which I initially tried but found that it was too unstable and cannot support the weight of the two monitors, which is powered by the M1 Mac Mini that I recently purchased. I have to come clean and be honest and admit that the Mac Mini was an impulse purchase. I was at Power Mac SM Aura last May 16 and found that they had these in stock and ended up buying it. I went with the base M1 Mac Mini with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. And after using it for a couple of weeks now, my mind is still blown with how fast the M1 chip is. The loading time is basically eliminated in this computer. In order to add extra storage for my Mac Mini, I mounted a 1TB hard drive from WD Elements underneath the desk using some command strips. On the left of my desk, there is a 13-inch MacBook Pro with Touch Bar from 2017 placed on a laptop stand in space gray. This laptop was pretty much my daily driver for the past 4 years until I got my M1 Mac Mini. I use this laptop and take it with me whenever I have to go to the office or pretty much just want to work somewhere else other than my home office. I installed a light bar from Basus which gives additional lighting and helps minimize the eye strain when working at night. The brightness and color of the light can be adjusted with just a press of a button. On top of the screen bar, I have the Logitech C920 webcam that I use for my Zoom meetings. I also installed LED strips at the back of the desk wherein the colors can be adjusted via the Google Home app. This helps change the mood of the work setup and also added the Sunlit Cool lamp and placed it at the back of the monitors for additional lighting. For my mic, I have the Fifine K678 cardioid mic, which I mainly use for my Zoom meetings. I have it mounted on this boom arm that I got from Shopee. I also added a foam windscreen to the mic. However, I find that this boom arm is a bit unstable and a bit too small for my setup, but I have ordered a bigger replacement one, but it hasn't arrived yet. For my keyboard and mouse, I am using the Apple wireless keyboard with numeric keypad paired with the Apple Magic Trackpad 2 placed on top of a black leather desk mat from Leather Match. I am a fan of the gestures, that's why I went with the trackpad versus going with the traditional mouse. I have two wireless chargers on my desk. One is an Anker wireless charging pad placed on top of a cork coaster and a Basus wireless charging stand. I was looking for a decent desk clock and a friend recommended the Xiaomi Smart Clock. The Smart Clock has a Google Assistant built in which allows you to control your Google Home devices as well as use it as a speaker. However, I am not a fan of the sound quality of the speakers, so I pretty much just use it as a desk clock and to display the weather. For my speakers, I am using a Marshall Acton 2 with Google Assistant. With the Google Assistant, it allows me to pretty much control all of the electronics in my room, which includes the lighting, my 55-inch Samsung TV. Hey Google, turn on the TV.
Alright, turning the TV on.
and my air conditioning unit.
Hey Google, turn off the AC.
Okay, turning the AC off.
I also have the AirPods Pro that I use whenever I need earphones. In order to maximize the vertical space of my wall, I went ahead and added another shelf to my setup so that I can display some of my sneakers. I also replaced the angle brackets of my shelves from white to black in order to add more contrast as well as match the colors of my desk. I added a nightstand which perfectly fits my printer, which has drawers where I put some of the things that I regularly use. For my cable management, I used zip ties, Velcro cable ties, and double-sided tape to hide the cables and secure the surge protector underneath the desk. So there you have it, my desk setup for 2021, which includes upgrades that not only make my setup more functional and more beautiful, but also makes it something that I can proudly call my own.